Going to poach a rabbit. The first thing that you're going to want to do is cut the rabbit up into pieces. We're going to, cook it in a pan in chicken stock. And also, you need to take that pan. You're going to brown the rabbit in a pan in bacon fat. So cook some bacon. We want to make the rabbit brown and look nice. Caramelize some meat there. So I chopped up some slab bacon and I fried it up, and now I'm gonna put the rabbit in there. Now the rabbit's all cut up, and I put some garlic on it, and that's about it. And so I'm also gonna put some shallots in there, and that's it. So put your rabbit and your shallots in the bacon fat and brown it. Brown both of them. Feel it fit it all in there. I'm cooking this in a wok, Teflon coated wok. Don't forget to put the onion in. We'll put some black pepper in there. Whoop! A little bit, no, fine. The salt. Okay, so the rabbit's looking real good. It's nice and brown. We've been cooking it for about a half an hour. Now we're going to add about 1.5 cups or 2 cups of chicken stock, right? Something like that. About like that, I guess. And then cook this for about 1.5 hours, something like that, until it's tender and falling off the bone. I almost forgot, at this point, add about 1 cup of carrots, something like that. Alright, now cook it for about 1.5 hours. Stir that up a little bit. Let's get this going. Alright, cook that for 1.5 hours. Okay, so it's done. I probably didn't cook it quite as long as I said. It seems to be done. Now I'm going to take it out, put it in a bowl and let it cool, because you're going to debone it. And rabbits have small bones, so do a good job and reserve all this that the rabbit was cooked in, because that's what we're going to, we're putting that back on the stove with some red wine, or some white wine, and some sour cream. I was tired last night, so I deboned the rabbit and put it in the fridge, and I put, the stock that we were cooking it in into the fridge too. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the deboned rabbit and put it back in the pan that we were cooking it in the first place. We're going to add some white wine, some black pepper, and we're gonna cook it some more, just a little bit more, and we're gonna add capers. All right, and then at the end we're gonna add a little bit of flour. Put flour in water and mix it up real good, and we're gonna add that as a thickening agent. And we're also gonna add a small amount of sour cream. Now we're gonna heat this. We're gonna heat it up until it's the right consistency and it's cooked. You want to cook everything real good. And then we're gonna toast some ciabatta. We're gonna slice some ciabatta. Now this is a rabbit ragu, by the way, that is not going to be served on noodles. I'm serving it on toast. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut some ciabatta here, and we're going to butter both sides. Put it in a pan, and on each side we're going to encrust Parmesan. So do that, and then put the something like you're doing an a la king, but it's not. It's not chicken a la king. This is a rabbit dish, and essentially It comes from a recipe from a traditional German rabbit stew. I'm just changing everything around a little bit, you know. I'm calling it a ragu because that's the way I'm dealing with it. That's the way it's going to be presented. It's going to be a sauce on cheese toast. It'll be good. Alright, so that's the broth that we were cooked the rabbit in and everything, and now we're going to add the boned rabbit back into the broth. Alright. Now I'm going to add about, I don't know, a half a cup of white wine, something like that. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, some black pepper, more black pepper. And about 2 teaspoons of capers, give or take. So you got the capers in there, you got the wine. Now I'm going to turn it down a little bit, cook it for about 15 or 20 minutes. And then we're going to add some sour cream. See how it is. Okay, so take some bread, I use ciabatta here, and butter it, and melt the butter onto it. And don't remove it because you're not done yet. Just make sure that it's just sort of melted on both sides. Now sprinkle some Parmesan on it. All right. And if you notice, I'm using a non-stick pan for a reason, because we want it to burn up a little bit. We want it to get a little crusty. So we're gonna flip. Right, and then do this side. Okay, see how the melted cheese sort of stays with it? That's how you want it. Okay, now we're gonna flip it. I gotta put the camera down to do this. Okay, so see how that is? That's how you want it. You want it all kind of just crusty on the bread. You got it? And we're doing the other side, and then we're going to put it on the plate. Okay, I'm adding some sour cream. You know, maybe that's a little bit too much, but that's how much I put in. Okay, so it's pretty much done. Sauce is sort of thickened. We're going to start putting it on the toast. Whoops. Doing this one-handed sort of. There you go, rabbit ragu on cheese toast. I guarantee it's delicious. I gotta eat.